largely a few communities. That's what they don't get. And you know what? Greed says they want that too. They aren't willing to accept that they made a deal. And if you reward bad behavior, you can come back and whine and cry and lie so that you can take something that you fairly negotiated away. That's a bad thing. That's why people don't like government. That's what they don't trust about it. We shouldn't be doing that. These stories about cherry picking and that there are takings, not a person at this table believes that today if they listen to the testimony, because it's landowner, property owner driven. There are none of these properties coming into cities because cities went out and got them. Every one of them was a property owner that wanted in. There's no taking involved. This particular bill's got a section about a tax that's outside the scope of what we're supposed to be doing. Nobody complained about it or explained it through any of the hearings, and they can barely find anybody that sort of can explain it now. That's indicative of the problem here. There isn't a current problem that we're talking about. What there is one bad child not appreciating and whining about a deal that they made that they don't want to live with. And that runs contrary to everything you know from listening to all that testimony. Why do we waste our time here to understand what investment and planning is required to deliver electric services in South Dakota? Why do we waste our time learning all that if we're going to pretend it's a game of Etch-a-Sketch? That you can just move the boundaries and freeze them and do that and not care that guy that I really liked is not sitting there anymore from Brookings. Ted, like Ted said, they don't have the lines that go into Brookings to the rural area around there now to provide the service that's needed. And they don't because there's a system that's been set up that's been working just fine for 45 years. If you do this, you're rewarding bad behavior. Well, first off, it ain't gonna pass. It's gonna get killed and we're gonna look bad. But it's bad public policy. Look at the law. Why would you try and kill the utilities that are one of the three providers in South Dakota? Because you take their growth away and you're trying to kill them.